Hi, hello. My name is Jaleel Abdul-Jabbaar. I'm posting this on GoFundMe. Reason why I'm posting or asking for, um, you know, for charity um, is because I kind of fell on hard times. Basically, I've been unemployed for a while. My last job had ended back in 2009. My unemployment had ran out 2011. Um, and basically since 2011, basically I've been on hard times. I had legal issues that I had to contend with. Um, I had outstanding debts. Um, you know, which it's caused me a lot of heartache, a lot of it's a huge burden. Um, you know, I'm greatly in debt. I haven't had a decent job for years now. It's like 2016 now from 2011. So that's a long time to be without work. Thank God that being a vet, you know, had afforded me to have subsidized housing. You know, I'm grateful if well, not grateful, but if I was raising my three daughters, my daughters would be hurting right now because their dad can't provide for them. Um, I'm receiving public assistance, which is food stamps. I only make about $194 a month. Um, Now in the state, since I live in Washington State, um, they have this program called Work Fair, which requires able body without dependents to either be in school full time, to do 20 hours a month of volunteering, um, and also to be working part time 20 hours a week, which I'm unable to do because since 2011, I've been job searching. I've been able to like maybe get little day work here and there, but nothing, full time and on a weekly basis where I can have the pleasure of punching the time clock, which I look, forward to having, in the future, hopefully. Um, I know it's kind of unusual for people, on this GoFundMe site. You find a lot of people they beg, they ask for a lot of things, but I just thought I just put it out there and just ask, there's someone out there, you know, who can, able to soften their heart. I look at this opportunity of asking, you, the public, for your help, um, and to help me make this transition where I can better myself, just a little bit of something that's tangible that can make a change for the better. Um, I live in Washington State. I'm born and raised in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I was hoping to, move back to Pennsylvania, probably preferably not to my home city, maybe surrounding suburban areas outside of Philadelphia. Um, and maybe I'm unable to do that because I don't have work and I have poor credit. Um, Due to my legal woes. Maybe some of you may even know me and know about my legal um, situation. Um, because I'm very, to some I'm very notable. Um, I'm just looking, for help. Those who know me, know me that I'm a giving person. If I have, I would give it. I would give you the shirt off my back. I would feed you. People who know me, and some of you that have, that are in receipt of this GoFundMe posting that I'm sending out to you. You know how I am. That I'm not a person that begs and whatnot. If I don't have, then I just prefer to do without, because I know that there'll be an opportunity for me to have, later on. Someone will offer me a job, or someone will say, hey, you do this for me and I'll give you this. You say, hey, you rake my yard, and that's what I can do for you. Or you wash my car, whatever. That's me. That's me. Instead of begging and whatnot, because I look at, you know, truthfully, I look at, just begging as being, belittling and whatnot. But also on the other hand, a closed mouth doesn't get fed. Um, I see a lot of people. That's their hustle. That's their hustle. People who ask for things. People who beg for things. There are people who who want to make sure that when you got that last dollar, they come at you, for that last dollar, even though you may need it more than they have. You know, I've been there. I've given up my last dollar, even though I may have truly had needed. But I'm just looking, for this. I'm looking at this as my last hope, my last opportunity to make my situation better. I can pay my debts. I'm I'm unable to pay my debts. If someone out there will help me, you know, I'm not looking to get rich off this thing. I just want to see, make a change. Give me an opportunity to make things better for myself. Once my legal obligations are over, hopefully within the next month or so, um, I'm hoping to things to get a little bit better. You know, um, it's been like this for a long time, man. I mean, I've been to the food banks. The food banks are tired of me. They're tired of me calling and whatnot for food vouchers, for supermarket gift cards. I mean, they prefer to give that to the women with kids than to a grown man, who's of sound mind and body, who probably go out there and work. But I've done all that. I mean, if I could show you all the emails that I've gotten, all my resumes, I sent out resumes. That's all I do. That's my job. My job, even though I don't have a regular job where I punch a clock, I get up every morning. My job is to get behind this computer that I'm on right now and job search. That's all I do. I've gotten phone calls off my phone. I've gotten phone calls off my phone, and 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 I'm just looking for someone to give me this opportunity to better myself. You know, I mean, if I wish I could just show you the emails and that I've received from staffing agencies, from headhunters about job opportunities. My resume is posted on so many different websites. I mean, but thing about it, I'm not getting the callbacks. You know, for jobs. I just want to work, and this is my, I'm throwing out a lifeline, you know. I don't care how many people grab hold onto it, if I could get just one person, to send me 50 cents, one person to send me enough just for enough money for a bus pass, just so that I can go out in the world and knock on the doors and ask the Paul Allens and the Bill Gates, hey, can I get a job? This is my qualifications. Um, I'm just looking, for that opportunity. Someone who willing to at least crack the door open. A smidgen. I'm not asking for much. You know, but I haven't had that opportunity. You know, all I'm asking is for just a chance. I've been you know I'm looking for someone who has a soft heart for his fellow man, regardless of race, regardless of religion. Just it's this human nature to help another man who's down and out, who's at his last, that's willing to to help. I'm not asking to be a millionaire. If you can donate something, like I said, if you could donate enough for a bus pass, that would be grateful. You know, um, in order for me to move from here, I really need to improve my credit score. You know, based on my credit score is very low. I mean, the lowest score you can get is 300. So I'm like maybe about 150. My score is about 150 higher than that. So in order for me to get something a fairly decent score, I need somewhere in between 600 and 700. On my credit score, um, and I really need to get from under this debt. And I think I may have a better opportunity being close to family in Pennsylvania, um, and using whatever funds I can get to better put me in a better position, um, to maybe buy a little bucket, little used car, nothing fancy, nothing, nothing extravagant, maybe a little bucket just to get from point A to point B. A lot of that I probably work with, because I'm gonna be sending you guys, this posting from Gofundme. I've worked with, I'm very good, because of my skills. My skills. So that I speak truth when you say that I'm really good at what I do. Um, there have been times where I have had nothing in my refrigerator, and I had to rely on resources that basically were meant for women with children, and it hurts me every time I have to ask, knowing that I have to do basically what women with kids have to do, beg for assistance. You know, I feel very at my lowest because I don't feel much of a man because I'm only getting food stamps. I'm getting $194 a month to survive. Whenever I can scrape together a few dollars, I have to make sure that I buy all my toiletries in bulk. I have to use my whatever little cash I can scrape together doing contracts here and there. You know, um, I have to buy toiletries in bulks. I have to whatever to keep my home clean. whatever supplies I need to keep my home clean, to wash my clothes. You know, I have to wash. I have to. I'm thankful I know how to use a washing machine. You know, I'm thankful I know how to cook. I ain't nothing wrong. Eating a poor man's meal, which is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with 12 glasses of milk. I don't cook all the time. Being single, you know, I don't cook all the time. I may be lucky to cook maybe twice a month. If lucky. Um, I have, my neighbors, they always ask me questions because they see me as someone who is intelligent, to help them. A lot of them have computers. I'm fixing their computers. I ask whatever difficult questions, relating to computers, products. I give my neighbors the best advice that, to the best of my abilities, and they're satisfied, you know, and I just like to, when I leave my neighbors, completely satisfied that I'm able to, give them whatever assistance that I can. If I can't come out of my pockets, to help my neighbors, I'm going to give them the best advice, that I can. Um, you know, I'm going to school right now. I'm up here at Bellevue College, out here in the city of Bellevue, Washington. I start this uh, fall quarter 2016. Um, if I can get some funds from Gofundme, at the end of the fall quarter, I'll transfer that to the East Coast, maybe go to school out there, so I can put myself in a better situation. Um, I'm a man that I haven't even seen my children. I spoke to my daughter for the first time in 10 years. You know, um, I don't want my daughters, to see me in this position. I don't. I don't. I got three girls. I got two who are in college. They live with their mother, and my youngest, she lives overseas, and I haven't seen her in 10 years. I spoke to her uh, some time ago, about a year ago. I spoke to her, and I cried like a baby. First time. Last time I seen my daughter, she was 6 months old, and I had to leave Australia. You know, that hurt me. Very much that I couldn't get sponsorship just to, from her family, so I could be a father to my daughter. You know, all I want to do is, get my children to see me as a father that they can respect. You know, and right now, I don't see, I don't see it that, my children would not be able to respect me if they were to see the condition that, I'm living in now. I have no job. I have no money. I don't have a bank account. I just paid off whatever little money I had. The final few dollars that I did have, I had to give that to the bank because I was overdrawn on my bank account. So I'm grateful I can go still get a bank account, but I have no money to put in it. So what's the use having a bank account? I can get me one of those prepaid credit cards, but still I need a job so something can be direct deposited onto those prepaid accounts. You know, I'm just looking for a change. This is like I said, this is my last opportunity. You know, I don't know if this GoFundMe is going to work or not. I'm just to ask you, look beyond religion, look beyond race. Just look at it as being a human thing, the right thing to do. That's what I ask. That's all I ask. You know, I put all my mercy in God. You know that there are people out there, regardless of their color, regardless of their background, regardless of their customs. Putting aside tribalism, put aside nationalism, culturalism, put all that stuff. Put all those vices that make us less human, and see we can put something together to help our fellow man, to help me. You know, who's in need. I've done everything I can. Um, I'm constantly on my cell phone getting phone calls. People who are helping me. Like people who are looking out for me. They know who they are. You know who you are. I don't want to take nothing good from you. I don't want to put the good deeds that you do out there, because I want to make sure that you get your blessings, your reward for whatever you do for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there. I look at this as my last opportunity. You know, if this don't work, I'm gonna give this about a good 30 days. I mean, even if I see 50 cents, donated, for that within that first 30 days, then I'm grateful for that 50 cent. Whatever change you can, scrape. You know, I'm not a bum. I'm just not into that begging. I just that things happen. You know, so I hope to hope that there are people out there that's willing to help, that's willing to dig down in their pockets. Maybe, and even send, on a posting, send words of encouragement. You know, and please refrain. I'd ask you, please refrain of sending back any negative postings, on this GoFundMe. Um, so just be kind. You know, because I don't really need someone, you know, talking down to me. You know, I feel pain. I hurt. You know, give me some encouragement. You know, and you know, and whatever God that you worship, may He reward you with good. Thank you.